Welcome to On the Corner of Main Street, presented by Plaza Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas. Here is Plaza CEO Jonathan Jossel, Russell Aaron, Gary Vickery, and I'm your host, Lisa Melmed. Today we have such an exciting guest that we just want to jump right in. We are joined by the greatest hype man of all time, TV personality, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member, and longtime Las Vegas resident, Flavor Flav.
Wow, thank you for the introduction. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? That introduction right there is bigger than any other introduction that people get on the strip.
Oh, nice.
Let me
always
ask you,
wanted to do that.
Flav, did she cover all the bases?
Man, she covered more than all the bases, man. Word up on the strength.
No, you sent me something yesterday. Last week you said you got a new award. That wasn't on this list.
Yeah, I did get a brand new Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grammys.
Oh, congrats.
You need that on the list, Lisa.
Uh-oh, should we start over?
No, he'll just have to tell us about that one.
Yeah. You know when they first let me know about this award, that we were receiving this award, I was kind of blown away, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grammys? Even though we were nominated for a Grammy and we never won a Grammy. And I'm like, wow, so why now?
Right.
Even though there's no better time than now. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really have the Grammy ceremonies this year. So all of the recipients and stuff, you know, they got their awards received in the mail. So
Nice.
mine came in the mail to me, man.
Congratulations. You deserve it.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
How do they tell you about that you won that award?
Well, I got a call from one of the directors of the Grammys and everything, you know. And right now, this young lady that gave me a call, she's not on the board no more. They fired her. Why? I don't know what happened. And there was a big protest about this thing. And I didn't really know about it too much because, you know, I don't really do too much research, man. Flavor Flav is the only one in the whole music business that don't really know too much. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's happening on the outside. You know what I'm saying? In the whole night. But I do know a lot that's happening on the outside. I just don't know just everything like other people know. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so they didn't hold the ceremonies this year. You know what I'm saying? So.
Flav, let me ask you something. We speak quite a lot, and you sent me your award. I was very proud of you. That's a great award. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
But give us an idea of what does the last 5 months of quarantine, COVID, all of that look like in your life. What have you been up to? I know you got your son here.
Well, let me say it like this, Jonathan. You know, I remember. Yep, I got my son Karma with me. You know what I'm saying? He's 13 years old. And also, he's a musician as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, just like his dad. What can I say? You know, like father, like son. Hey, you know, with this quarantine thing, man, Jonathan, I just want to say, first of all, I remember right before COVID really hit United States real hard and everything, I got real sick, right? I got real sick, Jonathan, and like I was getting these hot and cold flashes. When I breathe in, I felt liquid on my lungs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have an appetite. And I mean, this went on for about a good maybe week and a half, like a good maybe like nine days that I was sick as a dog. So one of my friends put a Benadryl on my seat, on my car seat, and left a note and said, "Here, Flav, take this." So when I took that Benadryl, I started feeling a lot better, and I felt like a lot of the liquid was lifting off of my lungs and everything. So I went and bought me a box of Benadryls, and and it helped me get well. Now I ain't gonna lie, I got a real strong feeling that I had COVID-19 and didn't even know it.
Wow.
And beat it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank goodness.
Then right after that, then I remember watching the news, and I seen on the corner of the map, Seattle, Washington, COVID-19 entered the United States through Seattle, Washington, and they only had a few cases there
Right.
at the time, right? Within 14 days, folks, whole United States is infected.
And shut down.
Within 14 days, like crazy. So I'm like, wow. And then people start dying like crazy. I mean, in big numbers, real big numbers and stuff, you know? So now with this quarantine thing, I mean, I did quarantine myself real good in the house for about a good week and a half to 2 weeks.
Why so long?
I can't stay in the house. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like you can't keep a fish out of the water. You can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like a fish in the water, man. You can't keep me out the water. I need water to live. You know what I'm saying?
So what'd you do?
So I came out, and this is when the strip first shut down. I never took gymnastics, but I was flipping. When I came down here, I got videos of it and everything. The streets was just quiet. Everything was just silent. Karma, man, go ahead. Eat some pizza, son.
I want
Right.
I want you to try the pizza on the podcast so you can tell everyone, because you're the taste man. But we'll get to that later on.
Yeah. I'll eat a
Wow,
piece on the
we got a lot of
podcast.
pepperoni going on
Yeah,
right
can we
there.
get a plate going or something? Can we get a little plate for this guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't mind us on this podcast because I know y'all might be a little hungry. Don't be jealous because we got pizza here. We can't pass some through the podcast. Otherwise,
Nothing but
feed,
Papa Pizza.
Otherwise, we would feed all of our listeners right now. You know what I'm saying?
Flav's favorite pizza.
Yes, that's my favorite pizza. Popping up. So anyway, so I took videos. And I took pictures of the strip empty for the first time ever. Unbelievable.
Sad.
So
Sad to see.
So what it really was for me, Jonathan, it was kind of scary, and I did quarantine myself, somewhat, but yet I wasn't really fully quarantined.
Got it.
You know, because I still had to be in the studio working on records and stuff. You know, me and my partner Chuck D, we're gonna release. Well, right now we just released the Public Enemy album.
Is this a new one?
Yes, this is a new one, and this one is called "It's Quicker in the Desert," which I got a feeling Chuck wanted to change the name of the album now. So I'm not sure if he did or not yet, but I know this album is supposed to be out right now. And then I said, "Well, you can put that album out as long as you promise me we'll do 10 brand new spanking joints that Just 10 brand new joints." He said, "Okay, I'm down to do it, but you produce it." I said, "Okay, I'll produce that album." So I have an album right now that I'm working on for Public Enemy that I'm producing.
Wow, amazing.
And this will be the first time that And this will be the first
That's
time.
okay. Here we go.
And this will be the first time that I ever produced an album or a song or anything for Public Enemy.
That's huge.
So I'm excited. Sorry about knocking this water over.
No worries. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could play y'all some sneak peeks on this podcast right now. You're gonna be like, "Oh snap, Public Enemy is coming back. Flav, you are the man." You know what I'm saying? But I've been in and out of the studio and everything, and there's been people heavily quarantining.
Yeah, of course.
But then a lot of people, they ain't really respecting the fact walking around without their masks and all of that stuff. Well, there's a lot of people that ain't wearing masks. They're like, to hell with the mask.
That doesn't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is this. If you're going to wear a mask, wear it right.
None of this nose peeking out business.
Yeah. But if the nose is just peeking out and just your mouth is covered, then what the hell is the purpose?
And you keep touching it and you're putting it on and off.
Yeah. What the hell is the purpose for the mask then?
Right.
You know, because the first place that COVID is going to strike is through your nose. You know?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what it reminds me of? when a person is walking around with just their mask covered, with just their mouth covered and not their nose. You know what it reminds me of? Can I tell you?
Please.
We on the podcast, right?
Absolutely.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
I can curse. It reminds me of a guy just walking around with his hanging out of the zipper, swinging around. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. So, folks, if you're going to wear the mask, wear it right. If you ain't going to wear it right, don't wear it at all. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Love it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Flav, it's great to. It is good to see you
real.
again.
Good
It
to
is
see
good
you
to
too.
see you,
What
my
is
friend.
your studio in Vegas that you record at, or where is that located?
No, the studios that I've been working out of, Lisa, is right here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Right here in Vegas. My boy Payback has a studio. Also, my boy DJ Sev One. He's also the DJ at Dre's After Hours as well. That's my good friend, but you know.
Is Dre's After Hours your go-to spot when it's open?
No,
I saw you at Wet Republic with not Wet Republic, the old pool with Flow Rider.
right, because you know Flo is my boy.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, me and Flo, we used to be roommates way before he went to Florida and blew up. Way before I started doing television. We were homies. You know, I met Flo Rida back in 2000, around 2003, the beginning of 2003. I didn't start doing TV until going towards the end of 2003, I think, or something like that. But there's a group called Jodeci. I know you guys heard of Jodeci. Y'all had to hear
Absolutely.
Jodeci. Well, okay, Devontae Swing, he's the one that does all of the music for Jodeci. And he had a studio. And he has a studio in L.A., in Van Nuys. And he let all of us stay in the studio, myself, Flo Rida, and there was a guy named K Solo. I don't know if you ever heard of K Solo. There's a whole bunch of people that used to come through the studio and just stay there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And my room was the first room. Right next to me was Flo Rida. The next was my boy LB. The next was K Solo. So this was before I started doing TV and everything.
Wow.
Me and Flo Rida was boys.
Nice. So how did you end up in Las Vegas?
Well, I premeditated the thought. When I left New York, Lisa, I said, I'm going to live in L.A. and I'm going to live in Vegas.
Oh, really?
I said it before I left New York. And do you know what?
What year was that?
This was 2000, near the end of 2002, going into 2003. Then I came out to L.A. and I said, you know what? I'm not going back to New York until I see myself on TV or something. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. Next thing you know, moved out to L.A., got out to L.A. Then I ended up on the Steve Harvey's Big Time. And my friend was an editor for his TV show, right? For Steve Harvey's Big Time. And I went to Steve Harvey's Big Time, sat in the audience. Cameras came all up on me and everything, showing Flavor Flav in the audience. Steve Harvey came out, was doing his show. And he stopped the show and said, everybody, I want y'all to really know who that young man Flavor Flav is. And I just want to let y'all know, if it wasn't for him, his group Public Enemy, I would not have a show today.
Really?
I was like, whoa, that blew me away.
That's crazy.
That blew me away. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. That was my first TV appearance. Then my second TV appearance was the Bernie Mac show. Bernie Mac. Y'all remember Bernie Mac?
Yeah, of course.
I was on an episode of his show. And y'all remember the comedian Monique? She used to have the talk show on BET and all of that, which was my show that they took.
Yep.
It's okay. But anyway, so we were on a Bernie Mac show. Then, after that, then I walked into the VH1 offices with my friends. Sherry, hold on. Hey, yo, Ram.
What's up? What you producing?
Hey, nah. I'm doing the podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing the podcast with my boy Jonathan. See, that's my boy Jonathan
What's
right
up,
there.
Ramp?
What up, Jonathan? Take care of my big brother, Flavor Flav.
We'll be done in 25 minutes.
All right, man. I want to
Hey yo, that's my boy. That's my boy Jonathan Jossel. Let me tell you something. He's got the king's crown on when it comes down to this Plaza Hotel down here. He's the man. He's the man behind everything. All right. Hey yo, I hit you right back a little bit. Let me knock this podcast out.
All right, brothers.
I love you, Ramp. Yeah, that's Rampage, guys. That's I don't know if y'all ever heard of a group called Flip Mode Squad.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's Busta Rhymes' cousin.
Oh, okay. Oh, he looks a bit like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, and he also was part of the Flip Mode Squad. But he also
Flip Mode, Busta Rhymes and
Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star and Busta Rhymes. You remember Leaders of the New School, I bet.
Okay.
That's where Busta Rhymes comes from. And matter of fact, also, I'm gonna tell you something else amazing. Okay?
Okay.
And then I'll go back into to where we was at.
Yeah.
When it comes down to Busta Rhymes, he comes from a group called Leaders of the New School.
Right.
That was a group put together by my partner Hank Shockley, Chuck D, Keith Shockley, and myself. Then out of Leaders of the New School, Busta went and got a solo deal and everything. Busta blew up. Now, when we put this group together, we gave them names. Dinko, Brown, and there was a football player named Busta Rhymes. I forgot what team he played for. Chuck D named Busta after Busta Rhymes. So that's where Busta Rhymes got his name from, Chuck D.
I like it.
Do you have a nickname for Jonathan?
Huh?
Do you have a nickname for Jonathan?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. How come?
Yeah, G. That's
How
correct.
come?
You know why?
Why?
Because he's like me, a pyromaniac.
I love fireworks.
We love fireworks. G.
That's how we hit it off.
How did you
That's-
guys meet?
Well, we met because Flav was looking to do a show. He's still looking to do a show. And
Yes.
a mutual friend of ours, I can see it's David Figler.
David, yes,
You remember
my attorney.
Okay, he's your attorney.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that on the podcast, but if you can say
It's
it.
okay.
So
It's all right. You
David
can say
Figler is a mutual friend of ours and Flav's attorney. He connected us. We had drinks here at Oscars, and it was just before one of the holidays coming up, and we were going to do a fireworks show, and I invited Flav to come see fireworks, and he said, no, I can't watch your fireworks because I love fireworks more than you love fireworks, and I'll do a bigger fireworks show than you. So I said, well, why don't you come and see our fireworks show, and then I'll come and see your fireworks show, and we'll see whose is bigger. And then we wanted Flav to do his fireworks show here at the Plaza, but we couldn't get a fire permit for that. But one day we're gonna do a Flavor Flav fireworks show at the Plaza.
Y'all too, man.
So we hit it off from there, talking about fireworks, and then we never did the show, but hopefully that's going to come in the future.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us?
We're still working on it right now, Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? Ever since this COVID thing hit and everything, it slowed down everything. You know, and we were like right there at the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Now this COVID thing hit, a lot of stuff done got knocked back. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
And then from that,
but
Flav,
it's still going to go down. It's still going to happen.
I think so. And then from that, Flav started coming to a lot of our events. I remember one night he came to the Oscars dinner series. He was a little mad at Oscar, so we won't talk about that. But
Oh no, I wasn't mad at Oscar. I'll never be mad at. I can take jokes, bro. I was roasted by the best.
oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
who was the best roaster?
Who roasted me? Jimmy Kimmel roasted me.
Okay,
Snoop Dogg roasted me. Ice-T roasted me.
those are pretty good.
A female comedian named Samar roasted me. Hey yo, you never got roasted until you get roasted by Lisa Lampanelli.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
roasted me.
But anyway-
Bridget Nielsen, all of these people were on my roast.
Okay.
The roast of Flavor Flav, which was one of the most watched roasts in the history of all roasts.
I'll have to check that out. But anyway, he came to the Oscars dinner series, and it turned out
And I got roasted
he got a
by
little,
Oscar.
he got a little roasted by Oscar. But what I liked about it, and not many people know this, is Oscar's daughter works at the burn unit at UMC, and she knew Flav. Because Flav goes... do you still do that? Do you still visit the burn unit at UMC?
No, I had a friend over there that was burnt.
Oh, so you were
So
visiting
that's why
them.
I was going there over there a lot.
Okay,
to
fine.
see him, and I used to run into
Kara.
Kara. That's right, Kara.
Kara, yeah.
Yeah, Kara. Yeah, I love her, man. She's beautiful people, bro.
Yeah, she's
Beautiful
good.
heart, beautiful spirit, man, and she's She's like a Casper the Friendly Ghost, like Flav.
That's right. That's right. So that's how we got together, just through various Flav coming downtown. Did you ever come downtown before? You were down here actually for the Nelly concert on Fremont Street.
Right. I used to come through every now and then, you know what I'm saying, through Fremont Street. You know
Not
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying? And the whole nine. I never was really big on Fremont Street because I was always used to the Strip.
Right.
You know, the up,
Right.
you know, up in the main part. You know, but old Las Vegas, to me now, is more important than the new part.
That's right.
Serious business, bro.
Should I tell you something funny, Flav?
Uh-huh.
Before I knew you,
Excuse me.
before I knew you as well as I know you now, in 2008 or 9, there was a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the win afterwards, and we were at a bar there, and you were there. And my friend from England asked you for a picture, and you graciously took a picture with him. That was before I knew him now. But he was taking pictures with people back in 2008, 2009, my friends from
Yeah.
England. You don't remember it, but I have the picture still.
Well, let me
of
tell
us
you,
there.
that's one thing about me, Jonathan, that that you won't get too much out of me is a no.
Right.
You won't get too many no's out of me. You know, if believe me, if I tell you no, it's for a reason or it's because I don't like you. And there's not too many people. There's not too many people that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like you, believe me, it's for a reason. And if I don't like you, then you got a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I love everybody, man. I don't care what race you come from. I don't care what part of the country you come from. I don't care what part of the world you come from. I don't care what race you are. I just love you. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't love me, then I'm not gonna stick around and give you what you're giving me. I'll just get away from you. And whatever you're given to me, you'll get it back, but from somebody else, not through Flav.
Speaking of people you don't like, what do you think about Elvis and his legacy on Las Vegas?
After I learned about Elvis, and I really lost interest in him. You know what I'm saying? In the whole night. And back in the days, I used to love me some Elvis Presley, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because I used to watch him on TV and everything. I didn't really know too much about his background or John Wayne's background. I used to watch John Wayne, too, faithfully on TV. When I found out that they were racist people, I'm like, yo, man, I just fell back from watching their movies and stuff and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think anything should change in Vegas to stop commemorating him as much as
Elvis?
No, and the reason why is because who am I to tell people not to support their favorite person, whether they were bad or whether they were good? You know what I'm saying? I will let them be the judge of that. I won't judge the people that's liking the people or loving the people that I don't like. I won't judge them at all.
I mean, you've made so much change in your lifetime and your history with Arizona recognizing the Martin Luther King Day.
Birthday, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that was.
You were a part of that?
He was that.
Yeah, I was part of that. You know, back when there were 2 states, Jonathan, that didn't honor Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. That was the state of Arizona and the state of New Hampshire. And when we went through Arizona and we were on tour with U2, and we played on the Zoo tour. And at that time,
This is Public Enemy.
Right.
Was on tour with U2. Wow.
We opened up for U2.
Wow.
And you know, when U2 fills a stadium, Jonathan, they fill it up with like 95,000 heads, 100,000 heads or whatever, right? So you can imagine by the time we open up for them already, there's like maybe 65, 70,000 heads already inside the arena. You know, and Public Enemy was real hot that year, man. We were on fire, bro. And everybody wanted to see our show. But we were in protest because Arizona wasn't honoring Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. So we got out there on the stage and we did our song, By the Time I Get to Arizona, Sona. The crowd went crazy when we did that song. We did that one song, got on one knee, put our hands up in the air, fists up in the air. Then we got up and we left the stage. The whole crowd was in outrage. It was an outrage. Wow. You know, that year, a lot of people got together. And the following year, Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday was born in the state of Arizona. So Public Enemy sparked that.
Wow, I had no idea you were doing that. Wow.
Yeah, we did. I'm part of that. Part of that shit too.
Yeah, that's great. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that we have that up under our belt. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of use it as a bragging right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of having some bragging rights now. You know what I'm saying? You know, at least I ain't like General McBragg, bragging where I said I was when I really wasn't there and shit. You know, but I mean being part of a national holiday or being part of putting a national holiday on the map. I don't know no other musical group in history that's going to do what Public Enemy did.
Absolutely. Is this new album that you guys are doing, does that have anything to do with like the current events or the current presidency, the election?
Yeah.
Are we going political?
Nah. Well, honestly, to tell you the truth, Jonathan, Chuck D is the politician of the group. Me, I never cared about politics.
That's right. You guys had the whole thing about Bernie Sanders or something.
Yeah, and
He
all of that.
performed there.
Yeah, man, come on. How you going to have me performing for Bernie Sanders? You don't ask my permission.
Right.
I'm not down with no politics. I don't give a fuck about politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, besides, I can't vote anyway. I'm a felon.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I can't vote anyway either. I'm an immigrant.
Immigrants.
No, you're right. I'm not a citizen.
You're not a citizen?
No, I'm a resident. I'm a permanent resident.
Oh, hey, well, I know. Well, you're a citizen to me.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm a citizen in your America.
Hey, when it comes to citizen, they don't only make watches. Okay? Well, that's true. That's true. Come on, man. They make good people like us.
That's right.
Citizens make good people like us. I'm a good citizen. Karma, man, you a good citizen? Yeah.
How was the pizza?
My son gave the thumbs up for the pop-up.
You're going to have to get some for Flav.
Yeah, man.
So this new album.
Uh-huh.
Current.
Yeah, the new album is going to touch on everything that's going on, today.
So you and Chuck D are working together now?
Yes, and let me say something, folks. All of the stuff that y'all been hearing, and we never broke up, number one. So everybody's like, is there going to be a Public Enemy reunion? What the fuck is there going to be a Public Enemy reunion for? We never broke up to reunite. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, Chuck D, he owns half of Public Enemy. Flavor Flav owns the other half of Public Enemy. So no, you can't kick me out my fucking group. It's my shit. Fuck. If anything, Chuck can refuse to perform with me, but he can't kick me out. I mean, this is my shit. So everything that everybody's been hearing and all of that stuff, I mean, only me and Chuck know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, in the whole nine. So we're together. We're working on new music right now and everything, and it's good music. And I got some good stuff coming at you too.
Yeah?
You're gonna like it, I promise you. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I never been the politician of the group. I always been the street guy. You know what I'm saying? Around in the neighborhoods. I care about what's going on in the neighborhoods. That's what I write about. I write about the problems that goes on in the neighborhood, but in the same record, I try to come up with the solution to the problem.
Nice. Love it. Should we talk about your clocks?
Whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you want to talk about.
How many clocks do you own?
A bunch.
A bunch.
A bunch.
And how do you choose which one to wear?
Well,
I've been seeing that one a lot lately.
Yeah, because the rest is in the archives.
Okay.
Ooh, where are the archives? In Vegas?
Huh?
Where are the archives?
The archives is really like from my mom's crib, and everything. So I put everything. It's in storage. Right now. The archives is in storage.
And do you always set the time to the same time on them? So that one looks like it's telling the time.
Oh yeah, man. I think this is telling the truth. think it's
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes behind.
okay. Well,
That's
maybe
close.
because the battery might be slow.
But you had one that always said the same time. They always said 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and the reason why is because I had no battery in those clocks on purpose, and I set it on 12. 12 o'clock means it's point straight up, and every day I'm fucking straight up with you, dog. Now 6 o'clock points straight up and down, and don't try to fucking pull shit over my eyes. You know what I'm saying? You can't get over on me. I'm straight up and down with you. Yeah, straight up and down.
I
Don't
thought.
try it.
I also thought you won so many. It's because time waits for no man.
Oh, I wasn't done.
Okay.
I wasn't done.
All right. I ain't jumping.
Wow,
I ain't jumping ahead.
Jonathan.
I ain't
Now,
jumping ahead.
Hey, first of all, let me say something about Jonathan. Me and Jonathan, we have something in common.
Yeah, what is it?
Our names.
That's
Yes.
right. That's
He's
right.
Jonathan. I'm William Jonathan. Thank you.
Ooh.
Hey, just had to put that out there.
Love
Just had
it.
to put that out
When
there.
did the name Flavor Flav?
Hold on. Before we go there, let me finish telling you about
The clocks.
the clocks. The clock, baby. What the clock say?
Tell me.
All right. Well, anyway, I put my own significance to it. You know what I'm saying? And time is the most important element that we have in our lifetime, and we can't afford to waste none of it. And each second that goes by, you'll never ever see it again in your life. You know what I'm saying? We gotta every time this minute hand goes around, we have to use each second to our best value. You know what I'm saying? Time waits for nobody. It took time for us to be born, and it's going to take time for us to die. And I always say, I'm clocking you, G. I'm clocking you. That means I'm paying attention to you. So you can't get fast on me. I already know what time it is.
I love it.
It's so
Two thumbs
good.
up.
That was good?
That was
cool?
great.
That was
That
cool?
was
was
deep.
good.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Now, what was your next question?
Where did the name Flavor Flav come from?
It came from a guy named that used to watch me. His name was Kevin Starks. You know what I'm saying? And my name, the name that I grew up with is Rico, Ricco, right? And I used to always eat a lot of, colorful stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like lifesavers. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to sodas, I used to drink the lemon and the lime sodas, orange, cherry, grape, all the flavors. I was drinking them all, but I'm the one that took all of the flavors and put them all together one time at first. The next thing you know, here they come with a sarsaparilla. Wow. That's what sarsaparilla is, all of the sodas, everything mixed together. You know what I'm saying? So he used to call me Reek, the flavor freak.
Oh.
So when MCing first came around, everybody had these common names. You know, MC Bobby B, MC Chucky D, MC, Lily Lil. I said, well, I wanted a name that nobody had, nobody would want, but yet it got to mean something. So I said, let me try MC Flavor. You know what I'm saying? So then back in those days, we used to say, yo, Johnny John, yo, Lizzie Liz, Rico Reek.
Lise.
Chuck D is the one that started calling me Flavor Flav
And it stuck.
and stuff.
Love it. What do you think your legacy is going to be, and how do you want to be remembered?
A great bowling guy.
Yes. Flavor Flav, Twinkle Toes Flintstone. Yes, that's me on the bowling alley, folks. Come bowl with me, man. Watch me hit that 160, 170. That's where I'm at right now. 160,
That's good.
170.
Where are you bowling these days?
Sunset Station. I
Okay.
bowl there a lot, man, because they take good care of me there.
Nice. That's
You know
good.
what I'm saying? The way I want to be remembered, like I always tell people, that this one life that we have physically, we only get it physically one time, you know what I'm saying? While we're here, let's try to get all out of life that we can. let's try to enjoy all out of life that we can. Let's have as much fun out of life that we can. And when we die, we become nothing but memories. But we want to be the most innovative, the most innovative memories, the most positive memories, the most positive, positively talked about. You know what I'm saying? Just want everybody to know that I tried my best at trying to end racism and connecting the whole world, to be together as one. Because no matter what race we come from, what part of the world we live in, come from, whatever, no matter what race we come from, we're still all brothers and sisters, and we must all build a wall of unity, and stick together and build a wall of unity. That's what it's about. So that's why when it comes down to Flavor Flav, no, I don't have one racist bone in my body. You know what I'm saying? I'm only racist against the ones who are racist really against me, like the Ku Klux Klan. Fuck them. To hell with them. You know what I'm saying? And other supremacist groups.
Right, of course.
Know? Yeah, man. That racial shit, man. We need to cut this racism shit, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of and I mean it built up a lot more now that a lot of white police killed a lot of black men. So that built the racial tension up more now, you know what I'm saying, in the whole nine. But somewhere along the line, I feel the shit has got to stop. If we want unity, we have to work on unity. You know what I'm saying? We don't get it. We don't get unity by going out protesting, looting stores, burning shit down. You don't get unity that way. You know what I'm saying? All you doing is just furtherly dividing shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine. I mean, there are people that are store owners and everything. They close their stores to come out in the streets to march with us for peace and these protesters, and then when they come back to their stores is looted up, burnt up. I mean, that's not fair to them after they came out to join us. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. And I mean, you can't put it this way. You can't put a fire out with gas.
I appreciate your perspective, Flav. I've never had the chance to. I haven't seen you since everything changed.
You can't put a fire out with gas, man. You gotta counteract it, and you gotta put it out with water. Or you gotta smother it. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that people would know that when I die, this is what Flav tried to do. This was his mission. To connect the whole world. Not just here in the United States, but everywhere around the world. I want us all races, all languages. I want us all to come together and respect each other and live together. And let's stop all of this fucking war shit, this black against white shit, and German against French, and this and that, and Chinese against this and that. Fuck that, man. It doesn't do anything. It just causes more problems.
Yeah, we had a very remember we played basketball together.
Yes.
And we played basketball together at the Jewish Chabad Center, and you played with the rabbi.
That's right.
That was a good basketball game.
Hey, can I tell you all something?
Yeah.
I'm the blackest Jew.
There it is.
Everybody will want to know.
There it is.
That's right. I got the Star of David right here on my right shoulder, and I got that after I went to Israel in 1996. I walked down the road. Jesus Christ carried his cross down the crucifixion. I brought holy water and oils there. Ate hummus with the people there. I stayed. As a matter of fact, I went to Jesus Christ's grave. He's buried inside of a wall. I went to his grave. And then I looked way yonder, and there was a temple with a big old golden dome. I forgot the name of this temple. It was so beautiful over there. I didn't get to go to the Sea of Galilee or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
But over there in Tel Aviv, because I stayed in Herzliya, which is 5 minutes right outside of which is right 5 minutes outside of Tel Aviv.
Yep.
And over in Tel Aviv, beautiful beaches, man. They had a beautiful beach there where the Hard Rock Cafe is at, you know, and then inside the Hard Rock Cafe over in Israel, yeah, they got my hat and my glasses and my clock. Yeah, I left them with something.
I know you got to run, and I appreciate you being with us today. I don't want you to try the pizza in a minute, but do you see yourself living in Vegas?
Huh?
You see yourself staying and living in Vegas?
Man, listen, you see where I'm at? I'm not moving. Yeah, let me get that, son. Thank you, son.
That's the Detroit-style pepperoni pizza right there.
Okay, now let me take out my grills.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, see? That's why I don't eat with the grills in. I don't even sleep with them in.
So we got the New York pepperoni and we got the Detroit pepperoni.
Okay, folks.
Here we go.
Let's see what we got.
Drum roll, please.
You call yourself the taste man.
It's hard to talk when your mouth is full. This shit is good.
Nice.
Papa Pizza, baby. Doesn't get better.
Yo, you know what I urge everybody that's listening to this podcast to do? You need to pop up and get some of this pizza.
Are you still doing Cameo? You still do the cameos?
Yep, I'm still
You're
doing
doing good on that?
I'm still doing cameos on cameo.com.
Yeah. The app.
Yes, on the app.
Any social media questions?
This is from @DTLV. They asked, did you think the songs you made in the 80s with Public Enemy, like Fight the Power and Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos, would still be relevant 30 plus years later?
Honestly, no. And the reason why is because when I wrote the song, I wrote it for that time. And I didn't think that time would still be close to what it's like right now. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know it would be relevant today. Nah. But it is, though. It is relevant today. People ask me, yo, Flav, is 911 still a joke? You know, I tell them, go out there and get hit by a car. See how long it take them to come.
We did an event up at the pool a couple of years ago, and we might have to post this video after this with this podcast. And Flav was there, and we had a band performing. They were called the Red Not Chili Peppers, I think, and they were doing their one of their famous songs, and they were just doing the backing track. And Flav got up and started singing 911, and they just adapted it. And I don't know if you remember that. And he must have sung for like 15 minutes at this concert at the pool we had. It was great. And he just jumped up and started performing. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have fun doing that. I like doing stuff like that every now and then. I like to just go up and just get on the mic and just
surprise and delight the crowd.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just to give them a little extra treat. But I'm honored and proud to be able to be that treat for people. Wow.
The flavor.
Come on now.
The flavor treat. Well, thank you for that.
I mean, you have been such a treat. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having me, man. You know what I'm saying, Jonathan? You know there's nothing in this world I would not do for you, my man.
You're the man.
Do
Thank
it.
you,
Let's
Liz.
do it.
Know
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying? And what's my man here name?
Rich.
Yo, Rich, I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get rich. Word up, G.
Thank you, Flav. Good luck, man. We'll see you soon.
And I thank my son Karma
Woo.
for coming with me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that was so much fun. Why do you think we had Flavor Flav on the podcast today?
Well, it's a great question. I'm sure some people listening to that it's not our typical guest, but I think, we want to grow this podcast. We want to get it into a wider audience, and having diverse, different, conversations is important. And I personally feel lucky in my position that I got to meet such great, interesting people. And, one day we're talking about the mob, and the other day we're talking about a legend in the music industry. And Vegas is known for its great music scene, and Flav is a big part of it. And he's a good friend. He's a good supporter of us, as you heard in that. He comes to our events. He's always willing to help us with anything. And I think it's very lucky that we have him as such a good friend, and good supporter of the Plaza. And therefore, I wanted to have him on the podcast to talk about that. And he's certainly got a different different take on many things. So it was interesting to hear that. Definitely not our typical conversation, but that's okay. It was fun.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun. Well, that's it for us today. We'll be back again soon. But in the meantime, please let us know how we're doing and send us your questions. Just email us at podcast@plazahotelcasino.com or tweet Jonathan at Jonathan Jossel. And also, please follow us on social media. On Twitter and Instagram, it's at Plaza Pod. And on Facebook, find us at Plaza Podcast. We'll see you next time from right here on the corner of Main Street.